Tom's genius and great work. Finally, high school football returns to Western New York. Today's game being played here at Depew High School. Bright, sunny spring afternoon between St. Mary's of Lancaster in the blue uniforms with the white numerals, and Bishop Timon on the far side of the field with the green pants and white jerseys. Tom, pretty interesting matchup to kick off the season.
Yeah, listen, it's the first one of the season, right? We're still going to learn a lot about both of these teams. First of all, the fact that we're playing football, boy, I'm just so excited more than anything. I also want to say is I know we got some other sports going on. We've got basketball finishing up the sectional finals. Good luck to those teams that are out there. We know hockey's in their finals right now, but we also wanted to make sure we're here for the kickoff of the football season. So we got crews at hockey, we got crews at basketball, and we're here for football now.
All right, well, the sun has come out here at Depew. Beautiful field here at the high school. They're tossing the coin at midfield now. That is Jaquan Manuel, the quarterback for Matt Arb's St. Mary's of Lancaster team, and I believe that's Jaden Jennings. Both are wearing number 4, the quarterback for Joe Licata's Bishop Timon squad. So let's see, have they tossed the coin yet? Yes, they've tossed it. And then Timon will kick off and St. Mary's will receive. So we're about set to get started. The teams will huddle around their coaches. Of course, Joe Licata, the former UB quarterback and Williamsville South quarterback, is in his 4th year at Timon. His first year didn't win a game. Last year the last year they played, they were Monsignor Martin champions. They just beat St. Mary's of Lancaster by 4 points. So I guess in a way this is a rematch of that game. So we do have some people in the stands today. I believe the limit is still 2 per player. The stands are not packed, but still there are some people here, and who knows, shortly we may all be able to get back going to outdoor sports, which would be a wonderful thing. As Timon comes onto the field, they've got green pants and white jerseys and the green helmets with the tiger paw on the side as they get set to kick it off. Looks like number 44, Mike Sweds, is going to kick off for Timon. And we'll try and see who's back deep to try and return this kick. You can hear the breeze picking up a little bit here in the press box as St. Mary's awaits the opening kickoff. And the 2021 high school football season is underway. The kick will be caught at about the 20, out to the 25, out to the 30, turning the corner, and finally brought down at about the 35-yard line is number 5, Jaden Wilson, the quarterback, who also returns kickoffs. So it'll be St. Mary's football, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. It's a great sight to see football being played again. It's just, in a way, it's overwhelming.
It was like the sun came out right as the game started to boot, right?
Maybe there's a message in there somewhere, Tom. Maybe, because we could all use some positive messages. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Take a look at the defensive line right now. 75, Marcus Trotter playing defensive tackle. He's a D lineman, 6'3", 315, anchoring that defensive line right there. He's going to be somebody to watch out there.
So I don't know what the delay is here before we get the first play snapped. Well, here's Zach Weiss, the athletic director for St. Mary's, joining us, doing the scoreboard. So the athletic director pitching in and doing own athletic director type duties. Nice to see you, Zach. Thank you.
We've seen the athletic directors for every school have to play multiple roles this year, right? They've been cameraman, they've been, sideline reporter, they've done it all. I'll tell you, these athletic directors.
1st and 10. Wilson awaits the snap. Briefly on the ground, and he'll go forward for a very short gain, if any. If they give him forward progress, maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down. And let's see where they spot the football. Looks pretty much like maybe he got a yard.
Yeah, if you look at the 2nd down marker, he moved 1 yard, so it looks like they gave him a yard on it.
Manuel, the running back to keep an eye on here. Wilson was at Cleve Hill, came over to St. Mary's. From the Eagles to the Lancers. Snap is low. He's going to try and throw it. Rolling to the right. He'll throw it and caught. If he's inbounds, that's a completion. That's number 6, Fred Johnson with the catch. So that's a first down for St. Mary's, and we have our first down of the game.
Fred Johnson, 5'10", 205 receiver, right? Got that big build out there. Somebody to really cause damage, especially after he catches the ball and runs with it.
Wilson rolling to his right and throwing on the run. Good throw, good catch. 1st and 10. And the handoff goes to the running back Manuel, and he gets about a yard or two before being shoved back. St. Mary's with the football. Just underway. Still no score in the first quarter. Beautiful March afternoon for our first football game of the season. Teams will play a 5-game regular season. I don't think it's any different in the Monsignor Martin than what Section 6 is going to do. So it's 2nd and 9 from the Tymon 46-yard line. Wilson, snap is bobbled briefly, rolls to the right, throws deep downfield for Johnson, and is incomplete. Almost pulled it in, but a great play by the defensive back, number 10, Kyle Orr, to break up the pass.
Kyle Orr, 6'4", right? That's a 6'4" player right there, 180, and he got up and did a great job defensively on that play.
He's a wide receiver and a safety, so now it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 46-yard line of Timon for St. Mary's.
It's a tough matchup, as a good matchup to see the Johnson's weight that he is going against the speed and the height.
Wilson, the ball is loose on the field. It's a fumble. Timon says they have it, and they do. So on 3rd and 9, St. Mary's coughs up the football. There's our first turnover, and Bishop Timon will take over at their own 46-yard line.
You wonder if we're going to see a lot early on for all teams in Western New York. It's not a ton of practice, right? Didn't have that off season like we all wanted to. So you're going to see a couple, I think, these exchanges happen, and they could be a key moments in games.
Jaden Jennings, the left-hander, who Joe Licata told me before the game he trained him, is originally a Will South kid who transferred to Timon. Joe said he trained him when he was young. Pass complete on the far side, and there's a big hit. And the St. Mary's defense will throw the wide receiver for a loss. Looked like that was number 34, Makari Inabanet. And he's a key player for Timon. And St. Mary's sniffing that one out. And a loss on first down will make it 2nd and 12 from the 44-yard line. And Timon not wasting any time, getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12. So Jennings 1 for 1, but for a 2-yard loss. Or in motion, Jennings will pitch it to the running back on the far side and getting about 6 or 7 yards. I believe that was Makari Inabanet. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 8 with the ball spotted just shy of the nose of the football, right on the 50-yard line. Now I see big number 71 out there on the offensive line for Timon. Saw 71 and 75, 2 pretty big young men before the game. A couple of players go in motion to the right. Then Zach Weiss says, oh, there's a big play to Orr, who's got a first down to about the 31-yard line. No flags. Of course, St. Mary's AD Zach Weiss telling us they weren't set. He might have been right, but the officials didn't see it that way. And it'll be 1st and 10 Timon at the St. Mary's 32-yard line. So Jennings hooking up with Orr for a big gain there. I think you can see a lot of the, and we got 2 players in motion again. We'll see if they're set this time. One of them is Orr. Now they're set. There's the snap. Back to pass Jennings. He's under siege. He throws. Pass is incomplete. Good pass rush by St. Mary's that time. He had no time to throw. I think you're seeing the Joe Licata, Craig Krzyzanski influence on this Timon offense because they're throwing the ball a lot. And there's no huddle here. Just lined up at the line of scrimmage wanting to snap the ball. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line after the incomplete pass. There's the handoff to Bennett. Coming to the near side, outside at the 25, at the 20, still on his feet, and finally shoved out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And that will be another Bishop Timon first down. That time they got it on the ground.
Sorry, I was getting us up on all parameters, being that we literally got this broadcast up. I was thinking it was 30 seconds before the game started. I now got us up on the website, too. I apologize. We have all social media platforms going right now, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or our website. You can catch us any place.
Here's a pass over the middle, caught, and that is a touchdown for Bishop Timon. Ethan O'Hara with the catch from Jennings, and it's a 19-yard touchdown, and Timon takes a 6-0 lead. And that's what I was referring to, Tom, when I said the genius and the hard work of Tom Prince. Because without that, we would not be, no one would be seeing this game except us, and we're grateful to bring it to you. 6-0 Timon, as they'll line up to, looks like they're going to try and kick the extra point. Kicker Mike Zwed will try to boot it through the uprights. Kick is up. And it's good. And it's a 7-0 lead for Bishop Timon. So it's a 7-0 lead for Bishop Timon. The kick was good. There's 6:54 to go in the first quarter. That was an impressive drive by Timon. It started at their own 46-yard line. So it's a 54-yard drive. I think it was 6 plays. I don't have any official statistics in front of me. But now St. Mary's will have their second possession. Their first one ended in a fumble. And Timon scoring on the touchdown pass from Jennings to Ethan O'Hara. Their previous plays, they'd thrown the ball to the outside. This time they found O'Hara over the middle. He caught it and raced in about the last 5 yards for the touchdown. So Timon will kick it off. Good to see some fans in the stands. I saw Joe Licata's dad, Gil Licata, on the field before the game. Gil, longtime basketball coach out there at Star Point, where I believe he's also the principal. And we're set for the kickoff. They'll kick it off from the 40. And the kick will bounce and be picked up on the far side, fumbled, and now fallen on the far, muffed, excuse me. Now fallen on the far side. But I believe that was Marcus Johnson tried to pick it up, the bouncing kickoff. Couldn't quite handle it and made the smart decision to just fall on the ball. So St. Mary's has a long road to travel here as they trail 7-0. We'll see what Matt Arb's team can come up with. Matt is a second-year coach for St. Mary's. Had a nice chat with him before the game, too, as I was down on the field talking to both coaches. 1st and 10, St. Mary's, deep in their own end of the field, back at about the 14-yard line. Wilson at quarterback takes the snap. He's going to run it himself, and he'll do some hard running. He'll get about maybe 2 or 3 yards. The Timon bench really excited after that big tackle. The defensive line doing a good job there to hold him to maybe a 2-yard gain. Now these teams played for the B Group Championship in the last football season we had, and Timon won it by 4 points. Now, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how many each team has lost to graduation since then, but in a sense, it's a rematch. Here's Wilson awaiting the snap. He's got it. He'll hand it off to the running back, and bursting through there for a good gain is Manuel. and he's all the way out to the 38-yard line. Jaquan Manuel with a big gain there. So it's a first down. Manuel's a senior running back, 5'7", 208 pounds. And it's 1st and 10 for St. Mary's at their own 36-yard line. The pitch to the near side looks like they're going back to the ground game, and after gaining only a yard or two, looks like Wilson is stopped. That was actually number 2, Christian Lewis. So a very slight gain there. 7-0 Timon, 5:10 to go, first quarter. Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince here at Depew High School, home of the Wildcats. When I was working for Channel 2, I was out here many, many times, not only shooting Depew games, but they had the college all-star game out here. Second down. There's the handoff and gaining some good, tough yardage there. I believe that was Manuel. He's a little short of the first down, so it'll be third down. Third down at about the 45-yard line of St. Mary. Actually, the ball spotted at the 44 of St. Mary's.
Stu, tell everybody we know the picture's down. Give us
Okay.
1 minute. We're getting
All right.
back up.
We're having some technical difficulties. Our picture is down.
No, we're switching to a different camera.
We're switching to a different camera. And here's Wilson to throw. It's caught down the near sideline all the way at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown St. Mary's, Fred Johnson. That's a 64-yard touchdown, and it's a 7-6 game in favor of Timon.
I think they saw the end of it. I think we got it.
Okay, well, Tom Prince doing a great job to keep us on the air. We had a technical issue with the camera. The camera was changed, and hopefully you saw the play. Great throw and catch and run for the touchdown, and now St. Mary's will go for 2 to try to take the lead. And running to the right and throwing into the end zone off the fingertips, and it's incomplete. Trevor Sheehan couldn't quite hang on to that one. So it's 7-6 Timon with 4:06 to play here in the first quarter. So far, everybody looking pretty good, even though there's been limited practice time. I believe by state rule you had to get 10 practices in before you could play a game. So still, usually during a high school football season, if I'm not mistaken, you have a couple of weeks of practice before you play your first game. And it's usually called Scrimmage Saturday, which is a game where all these teams from around the area scrimmage before they actually play a league game or any game that counts in the standings. Well, obviously with COVID and everything else, it's a little bit different animal this season. 4:06 to play, first quarter, 7-6 Timon. Each team has thrown a touchdown pass, and St. Mary's was unable to convert on the 2-point try. So now the Lancers will kick it off, sending the ball back to Timon. And we'll get a look at the Tigers return team and the St. Mary's kicking team. Looks like Jaden Jennings is one of the deep men at the 20-yard line for Timon. It's one great thing about high school football is a lot of kids play lots of different positions. And it's also good to see that both these teams have enough players to field the team. There's the kick. It'll bounce in front of Jennings. He'll pick it up at the 20, still got it, and he'll be brought down at about the 29-yard line where Timon will take over 1st and 10. So the quarterback, Jaden Jennings, returning the kickoff for Timon. So 1st and 10, Timon leading by 1. 4:01 to play in the first quarter. So now, is this the only football game today that we're aware of? Are there other football games today? Oh, St. Joe's and Canisius are opening their season too, because St. Francis originally was going to open the season against Canisius, but I believe they had a COVID outbreak and they had to scrub the game for the time being, at least. Jennings takes the snap. The lefty throws on the far side. It's caught by Orr, and he's got about 13 yards for a first down for Timon. So the Tigers will move the ball. And it'll be 1st and 10 from about their own 42-yard line. You would think sometimes in the opener that defense might be ahead of offense, but that does not appear to be the case today as both teams have moved the ball. First and 10, Timon. Their own 42. Jennings, and there's a flag, whatever that is coming back, I think, and it's a handoff to Anna Bennett, and he is brought down, Adam Bennett, and he's brought down for maybe a loss of a yard or two, which we'll see which way this flag goes.
So I think that was one of the reasons you talked about offense doing so well. Why Bishop Timon, I think, went into that no-huddle offense, right? That's hard enough to defend even when things are going well and you've had some time in the season and you're running that right out of the gates. You're trying to get a jump on that defense is what you're trying to do there.
So I never really saw what that penalty was. What was it called? False start. It was a false start. Thank you, Zach. Zach Weiss, the St. Mary's athletic director, kind enough to let us know what it was. I was listening to Tom and turned my head away from the field. Jennings takes the snap, hands it off, and around the far side, going nowhere fast really, is James Scungio for Timon. So it'll be third down, after the penalty, and they declined the penalty. So now it's 3rd and long for Timon at their own 41. And I think St. Mary's just jumped off sides. I don't think they were drawn off. And they were offside. They'll march off the 5 yards. It'll still be 3rd down, but it's a lot easier to convert a 3rd and 6 than a 3rd and 11. So 3rd down for Timon. Jennings throws to the near side, caught, and real close to the first down yardage is Jeff Pilarski. And the chains are moving, so that's a first down for Bishop Timon. Pilarski hauling that one in and taking a step or two upfield and just getting enough yardage for the first down. So the Timon drive continues. Now they're at the St. Mary's 47-yard line. Jennings going to throw it again. He's going to throw downfield. Nice. Oh, Orr had 2 hands on it, hit the turf, and couldn't hang on to the football. Nice throw. But unfortunately for Timon, he couldn't hang on to that one, and it'll bring 2nd down.
Almost comes up with a great catch, though. He really was there. And you can see, I'll tell you what's been great so far, is just seeing the poise right now of Jennings in there, right? Really staying in the pocket, really waiting for the plays to develop, doing a great job right now as the lefty quarterback, finding his ways and finding his open men early.
2nd down, and he's going to hand it off to Anna Bennett on the far side. He's got some running room. He's got a first down and is knocked out of bounds on the far side inside the 25-yard line. Jaden Jennings is a senior quarterback, also plays on the defensive line. And as I mentioned before, Joe Licata, the head coach, told me he trained him when he was younger, and he was actually originally a Will South kid. The other thing that's nice to see, Tom, is when you drive around, you go past all these high schools, you do see all these high school football teams back out there for practice. It's a good sight. It's a little weird because it's spring, but these are unusual times. Here's Jennings rolls to the near side, looks to throw, throws. It's caught on the near side and taking a big hit at about the 23-yard line is Sean McCarthy for Bishop Timon. And there's a flag on the play, so that one may not stand up. The St. Mary's bench is saying that's on Timon, and it looks like the Tigers are backing up, so there will not be a first down. Let's see what this penalty is. An illegal man downfield against the Tigers, and that'll wipe out the first down. And they'll have to go. They're at the 40-yard line. They've got to go to about the 25-yard line to get another first down. Here's Jennings. He's going to throw it again. Here comes the blitz. He throws deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Tried to connect with Orr, but he couldn't quite make it. Good defensive play by the St. Mary's defensive back, who I believe is number 22, Ryan Hersey. I'm wondering if Ryan Hersey is related to Tom Hersey, who at one point coached Canisius College football. And his, I believe it was his son, Dave, was a St. Mary's head football coach a while ago. Just speculating there. You don't really know that. The name is familiar. It is Dave's son. Thank you. Pretty good speculation. So it's 2nd and 10 now for Timon. Jennings throws a dump-off pass on the far side that's caught. It'll be a short gain. I think Scungio is the one who caught that one, number 9. 2nd down and long for Timon. 3rd down, excuse me. Well, the Tigers have not been shy about putting the ball up in the air, that's for sure. Got to get to about the 24-yard line. There's a hands-off to Anna Binet, and he comes to the near side, still on his feet, brought down well short of the first down. Gained about a yard or two. It'll be 4th down for Timon at the St. Mary's 39-yard line. We're about 1 minute left in the first quarter, 7-6 in favor of Timon. The offense, of course, I shouldn't say of course, but it looks to me like they're staying on the field. 4th and 14. The Timon offensive lineman moved, so that's a false start on the Tigers, and they'll back up another 5.
Unfortunately, he knew it right away, too. You saw him keep yelling at himself right there. But yeah.
You could tell he knew he was guilty. So instead of 4th and 14, it'll be 4th and 19 from the St. Mary's 44-yard line. And they're going to take the quick kick. It'll bounce at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for a touchback. Not quite where they wanted the ball to go, but good try. Jaden Jennings, and he got a little bit too much of a roll on that one. So it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Mary's at their own 20-yard line.
We've seen a lot of teams going to that kind of they call it the pooch punt in essence right there, and working in favor of a lot of teams, especially teams that may not have that punter that they're looking for, right? That you've got to then, when you see that quarterback out there, boy, you've got to actually still play that quarterback can do something, because anything can happen there. Either they're going to punt it or something big can happen from the quarterback spot.
I really thought they were going to throw it into the end zone, just take a chance, really, but I was wrong. And here's a run to Manuel, who's got some running room, and a first down. He's out to about the 35 or 36-yard line. A big first down run.
Manuel, 5'7", 208. He is, and he runs with authority out there. You can see he's built to be a running back, and a strong running back that is.
About 10 seconds left in the first quarter. If they snap the ball, this will no doubt be the last play of the first quarter. Wilson awaits the snap. Johnson goes in motion. There's the handoff to Manuel, and he'll get about 3 or 4 yards, maybe only 2, running on the far side, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. At the end of one quarter, It is Bishop Timon 7, St. Mary's 6. You're watching high school football on WNY Athletics.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Beauts, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your...
Welcome back to Depew High School as we get set for the start of the second quarter. Bishop Timon leading St. Mary's 7-6, 2nd and 8 for St. Mary's from their own 37-yard line. There's the snap. It's a high snap, hauled down by Wilson. Throws deep downfield, incomplete, just out of the reach of Jaden Witt, I believe.
I think it was Alex Ellison, number 21 is who it was on that one.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And, boy, I'm going to tell you, that was literally, when they say a game of inches sometimes, that's exactly what that was. Just miss him. And I'll tell you, if he hits him in stride, that's a touchdown right there for St. Mary's.
Would have been their second long touchdown of the day. They have I believe it was a 54-yarder or a 56-yarder for their touchdown. This is 3rd and 8 now. Wilson awaits the snap. He's got it. He'll throw on the far side to Emmanuel. He'll spin away from one tackler, but he can't get away from all of them. And that'll make it 4th down, so St. Mary's will have to give the ball back to Timon. You can hear some of the fans in the stands applauding. Sun has gone down just a little bit. Not as bright and sunny as it was when we started the whole thing. Kyle Orr back deep to return the punt for Timon. Noah Renkes goes back to punt for St. Mary's. The kick is up and away. Orr comes up at about the 42, grabs it, comes to the near side. Still on his feet at the 45. He can't turn the corner, though. Nice play there. Good tackle. That's Ryan Hersey making the tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 Timon at about their own 45-yard line.
Ooh, Kyle Orr looks like he's limping there a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good. Never want to see that. And now he's down on the turf at about the 45.
It's his calf? Is that what he said? It looks like it's his calf he's holding. You wonder could he just be cramping is what that is?
Well, let's hope that it's not any kind of injury and that it is cramping. Obviously, we don't know sitting up here. But the trainer is out looking at him. And you hope that he didn't pull a hamstring or anything like that. So just underway in the second quarter, 11:01 to play, 7-6 Timon. Each team getting a touchdown pass in the first quarter. Timon kicked the extra point. St. Mary's went for 2, and the conversion pass was dropped in the end zone. So this will be another chance for the coaches to get together with the offense of the defense of each team, as Orr is still down on the field. Now they're going to help him up. And let's see how much he's slow getting off the field there. And, hopefully that could still be a cramp, but it looks like that left leg is not moving real well.
Yeah, I mean a 6'4" defensive back, wide receiver. He is huge to Bishop Timon. There's no doubt about it. We want to see him back in this game, and hopefully he gets back in quickly.
So as he walks off the field, the St. Mary's defense will come back on, and they'll await the Timon offense, or walking to the sidelines with a couple of trainers and perhaps one of the coaches. So this is Timon's first possession of the second half. St. Mary's had their first of the quarter, I should say. St. Mary's had one and they punted, so we'll see. And here comes the Timon offense. First and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Timon has thrown the ball much more often, so it seems, than they've run it. We'll see if they want to get Anna Binet more carries. Jennings, there's the handoff to Anna Binet, who gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage, turned around and finally spun down at the 35-yard line, but there are a couple of flags on the play, and we'll see which way they go. Now that area of the field could, and I stress could be holding on the offense, but we'll have to wait and see.
Being that they didn't wrap them up yet, you wouldn't think it was a face mask or something on the defense just because it hadn't happened yet.
Let's see, we're awaiting the decision, a little quick conference between the officials, and we'll keep our eyes on the referee. Yeah, it looks like they're going to decline it.
Yeah. So that must have been against Timon. Yeah, hold.
Yep, and so St. Mary's will take the play, and that will back Timon up all the way to their own 36-yard line. So they've got to get to the second and 19. They've got to go almost 20 yards for a first down. Now Timon sends two players in motion to the top of your screen. There's the handoff to Anna Binet, and he'll power forward with some strong running. Did a good job to hang on to the ball. He'll get back out to the Tigers' 42-yard line. Good run there. Now it'll be third down. 3rd and 14 for Timon. And you can see the Timon coaches, looks like they're holding up the plays with the placards on the far side. One of those is real and one of those is probably a decoy, right? And here's Jennings to pass to the near side. It's caught and quickly knocked out of bounds. Is Chris Meadows, and he's short of the first down, so it'll be 4th down, and we'll see what Timon does here. Now it's about 4th and 4, and the offense stays out on the field. Oh, they almost, they got St. Mary's to jump. And that just might give them a first down. Fred Johnson a little too anxious there. And that's an offside penalty and a first down for Timon by penalty. That'll take him down to the St. Mary's 44-yard line.
Very good job with the cadence there for Jennings, right, as he helps draw that offsides.
Jennings throws to the far side, caught and grabbed by the jersey and held up is Jeff Pilarski, but he's still got a first down. Somebody grabbed him he needed the old Greg Pruitt tearaway jersey. Of course, most people won't remember Greg Pruitt, but
I was just going to say, Stu, I didn't even get that one.
Greg Pruitt wore number 34 for the Cleveland Browns, and if I remember correctly, he had these jerseys that were always being torn off, and I think the NFL changed the rule He was the brother of Mike Pruitt for the Browns, who wore number 43.
See, that's why it was a Browns reference. That's what it was.
Now, if it was a Giants reference,
I
you
would
would
have
have gotten
got
it. Now, as two guys who spent time in Syracuse, I could have said Joe Morris, and you would have known who I was talking
Absolutely, I would
about.
have. And slash Giant there, too, right?
Yes, Orange and Giant. So there's a timeout on the field. It's Timon 7, St. Mary's 6, 9:24 to play in the second quarter. So far, the Timon offense has shown a tremendous passing game, and I'm guessing if they can keep the lead and build on the lead, we'll see more of Macari and a Binet, but I'm not 100% certain of that. They got some work to do to build on the lead, and of course St. Mary's will do what they can to prevent that.
Yeah, well, St. Mary's doing a very good job on the defensive line, stopping him so far, right? Has stayed away from that big run that he could actually get, especially when he gets that burst. They've gotten great penetration into the backfield. But sometimes, teams, when they're really good in the run defense, sometimes that gives away to the pass, and that's what we've seen a little bit there. Now, the question will be is there's a big injury right now on the front for Bishop Timon, and who steps up with Hoare not being able to play right now as we see him getting some attention on the sideline. Hopefully that's good news, because you don't see pads off, you don't see anything, you see him getting worked on. So hopefully that's going to be good news and see him back in this game. But right now, who will be the one to step up so they can go back to that passing game?
Right, and he's been a terrific player for them. So, and you're right, he's not wearing a baseball cap. The trainer looks like, I believe that's a young lady. She's still working on his leg. 1st and 10, Timon at the St. Mary's 33-yard line. The Tigers up by 1 here with 9:24 to go in the second quarter. Here's Jennings back to pass. He's got some time, throwing deep downfield on the far side. Incomplete, just overthrown. And that'll be second down. That was close, but it was just a little bit too far. Trying to see who that was intended for. Now that was for Pilarski, number 15 on the far sideline. 2nd and 10 from the 33. We'll see if they go back to the ground game here. Interesting observation on the St. Mary's sideline. All the players are standing 6 feet apart. If you look over at the Timon bench, you got a bunch of players on the bench, and none of them are 6 feet apart. Just an observation. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. And getting some running room, but then being brought down shortly after getting a good start is Sean McCarthy, well short of the first down.
St. Mary's doing a great job. Look at that. They've actually got cones where they want everybody standing that's 6 feet apart. See the little cones,
Yep.
The training cones?
Yep.
Great job there by St. Mary's. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be interesting to see what some of these teams do, especially that have teams that are 50, 60 deep on there, what the sidelines are going to look like and how they're going to be able to make that available to their players.
So 3rd down and 8 from the 31-yard line for Timon. Jennings hands it off to Anabané, and he's hit immediately in the backfield by the Lancers and shoved back. No gain there. And it's 4th down. And once again, we expect the Timon offense to stay on the field. The last time they were in a similar situation, they pooch punted, and it went for a touchback. Ball went a little too far as they are concerned. So 4th and 9 from the 32 for Bishop Timon. Jennings. Back to pass. He's got time. He throws incomplete. Intended for James Scungio. And St. Mary's holds, and they'll take over on downs at their own 32-yard line.
So big defensive stop right there for St. Mary's. Boy, I'll tell you, what I want for the first game of the year is a good game, a close game, a well-contested game. It's exactly what we're getting right here as we have a 7-6 game. And this could be, it comes down to that one big play that we know both of these teams can produce. Could it be one big play that's going to be the difference in this game?
And interestingly enough, both teams have quarterbacks who can throw the ball. That's not always the case in high school. Here's the handoff to Manuel. And he'll break a tackle, get outside, and finally be brought down, perhaps for a loss of a yard or two.
We also have two very athletic quarterbacks that I'm waiting to see when they're going to keep the ball and run with it a little bit. Will we see that as a part of the offense, even as a tweak in the second half or later on there, where it's unexpected, boom, take off, and it's that big play that we talked about?
Each team has had a big play for a touchdown. And as Tom was pointing out, it's been a well-contested game. Wilson hands it off and running into the middle. It's Christian Lewis, and there's not much there. Maybe a 2-yard gain. So it'll be third down. So third down from the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9. So see what St. Mary's does here. See if they go to manual or one of their other options. Gone to Johnson in the past on this very situation. Wilson with the snap. Runs to the near side, looks to throw, puts it up, and it's out of bounds, incomplete, and they get a flag. Now, Manuel got tripped up by the Timon player. I personally thought the ball was way out of bounds, and even if it was caught, would have been out of bounds, but there's a trip. And they're going to call that, what, pass interference and a first down? So the high school pass interference rule, I believe, is a little bit different than the NFL. And either way, there's a penalty on the play, and that will give them, haven't moved the change yet, but now the official is marching off the penalty. And it's a first down, and it'll take the ball all the way out to the St. Mary's 48-yard line.
Yeah, you're dead right. The passing interference call is a 15-yard penalty. That's all that it is. It's not like the NFL where it's the spot foul and it would actually go on the spot of the ball.
So it's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback, Wilson, will keep it himself, just like Tom predicted, and he's got a good gain, about a 6 or 7 yard gain out to the Tymon 45-yard line.
Well, think about it. When you got a running back that you're seeing starting to do some things, right, in Manuel, he is absolutely starting to break some things, and you're seeing there. You start keying on him, that's when it could open up for the running back, especially if you do some things counter, do some things different directions. A lot of things could open up, and then you can see St. Mary's doing something offensively to make it happen for both those guys.
That was a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 4. From the 46-yard line for the Lancers. Wilson will hand it off to Lewis, and Lewis will try to go to the far side. He'll gain maybe a yard or two before he's brought down at about the 45-yard line. So maybe a 1-yard gain, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
St. Mary's, nice size to their running backs, right? Lewis, a 5'9", 210. And I'm going to tell you, from here, he don't look 5'9". He looks bigger than that, I'll tell you that. And then you said that we already talked about Manuel, 5'7", 208. Strong running backs, tough to tackle. You're really going to have to do the right thing to be able to take these running backs down.
You were talking about Lewis. I guess the word for him would be compact.
Yeah.
Tough but compact. 3rd and 3 from the 45. Johnson in motion. Wilson to throw. He's under pressure. He gets it away. Throws downfield off the fingertips. And incomplete. Almost caught. Almost intercepted. Trevor Sheehan couldn't quite haul that one in, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now we'll have St. Mary's in the situation that Tymon's been in a couple of times, at about the 45-yard line, and we'll see what they do.
I think they're saying is, listen, our defense has done real well right here. We're in the side of Timon. We have to go for this and try to make something happen. The question is, do you do it by air or by the ground? They've had more opportunities on the ground so far today, so let's see what happens if they actually keep it on the ground.
They could try to draw him off sides, too. Well, here's the quarterback, Wilson, with the ball. He's running to the left. He's got the first down and then some. 35, 30, 25, and knocked out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Big gain by Jaden Wilson, the quarterback, and now there's a flag on the field at the 36-yard line. I'm always disappointed when I see a flag.
Especially it was late. You definitely caught it late. But I'll tell you, Wilson, it's exactly what we thought. They've been doing it by the run. Here it is. It's that quarterback keeper that we said was coming. Here it is, and they do it for a fourth down for a big first down play. But let's see what the call is here.
It was about a 32-yard gain there. And let's see which way the players on the field go.
So it looks like a hold from where it is.
So that'll cost them the first down. It'll take the ball right back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 3. And so it was a holding at the spot. And they backed it up. And so we'll just replay 4th down. Wilson has the snap, back to pass, under pressure, throws to the far sideline, incomplete. Looks like that's Sheehan. Trevor Sheehan. And the pass is incomplete, and Timon will take over on downs at their own 45-yard line. So what a costly penalty. I guess that's why I hate flags. You know, and I don't have a rooting interest. I just don't like. It's so disappointing. Big play like that wiped out, so essentially it never happened. Big part of the game, though. 4:31 to play, second quarter. Bishop Timon leading St. Mary's 7-6. Both touchdowns coming in the first quarter. And now Jaden Jennings comes back out, and he looks to pass. The left-hander throws to the near side, off the fingertips, and incomplete of Ryan Sillar.
Watch Meadows. Did you see Meadows out there? He took off, and I'll tell you, I don't know if he saw him break away. He did. I don't know if he saw his reactions there. He was coming wide open down here. It could have been for a huge play.
I did not see that, and it was right in front of the St. Mary's bench, so I'm going to guess that they saw it. 2nd and 10. And Jennings will throw to the far side. That one's caught at the 50 and actually at about the 48 or 49. And Jaquan Manuel, the running back, makes the tackle. No doubt about that tackle. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 yards for a first down. Kyle Orr has not, I don't think, come back into the game for Timon. He's still sitting with his foot up on the bench. That's unfortunate. So here's Jennings under pressure, throws on the far side, throws it away. It's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. No flags on the play that time. Some good defense by St. Mary's. And their quarterback, Jaden Wilson, getting some good pressure on his opposite number that time. So 4th and 7 from the 48 for the Timon Tigers, leading this one 7-6. Oh, both teams, I'm not sure how they're going to call that one, Tom. Got a wide receiver on the far side jumping and one of the defensive linemen crossing the line of scrimmage as well. So let's see. Oh, it's going to go against St. Mary's. And you heard one of the fans. And that'll make it 4th and 2.
We miss those fans. I'm going to tell you. I wish you were all here right now. It's killing us that we're not seeing you. But, boy, I love hearing things like that. You know they're excited about their team.
And into the backfield quickly. The pass is complete on the far side, but stopped short of the first down. Well, St. Mary's sent the blitz. Jennings was able to complete it on the far side, but no gain there. Stopped immediately after he caught the ball, and I'm not even sure who that was. It might have been Meadows on the far side, but either way, St. Mary's will take over on downs. Now, Tom, here in this quarter, are they going to give him? They're not going to give him a first down on that, are they?
No. They switched the first down. It was first down for St. Mary's.
That's what I thought. Okay. So what we've seen here is this quarter, is the game's been played between the 35-yard lines.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Mary's after a big defensive stand by the Lancers. 3:46 to play second quarter, still 7-6 in favor of Timon. Wilson, he's going to run it himself at the far side, gains about 3, 4, 5 yards on the far side. It'll be 2nd down. So as Tom had predicted accurately, again, that they would work more of the running quarterback into their offense, and Jaden Wilson has been doing just that, and he's had some success. And he had a big gain, a huge gain, wiped out by an unfortunate penalty.
You wonder now, too, when you see both having success, are we going to see more misdirections? Are we going to see more different things where you're using the quarterback and running back almost as two different running backs doing different things?
2nd down and 5 for St. Mary's. This is Wilson, and he'll hand it off, going with a quick burst up the middle is Jaquan Manuel. Boy, you could see the quickness he had on that one, and that's a 1st down. Good run there, little right up the middle, and he was not going to be. He was determined, I guess, is the best way to say that.
Yeah. Right up the gut, in essence, and you can see he has the strength as a running back, right? You've got to do everything you can to take him down and be able to go after those legs, but look at those legs are strong, and he is not an easy tackle.
1st and 10 at the Tymon 43 for St. Mary's, and here comes Wilson, still on his feet at the 40, at the 35, down inside the 20-yard line, and finally dragged down. Touchdown saving tackle by his opposite, well, not the opposite number, but close enough, Makari Anabinet, rather, I should say, and it's a 1st down for St. Mary's all the way down to the Timon 19-yard line. Big gain there.
There we go. Different styles, right? You went right up the gut, and then you go with the quarterback to the outside. 2 big plays right there. One for a 1st down, then complete it for another 1st down. You're going to see a lot of this in the second half, I think. What will be Timon with 2 minutes and 17 seconds? What are going to be the changes Timon makes defensively because of the running backs that they're now seeing here late in the second quarter?
And Timon has taken a timeout, perhaps just to address the issue you just explained. So we'll see what they can do there. It's 1st and 10 St. Mary's at the Timon 19-yard line. The Lancers looking to take their first lead of the game. And as we mentioned before, the last time there was a football season, these two teams met in the championship game with Timon winning by 4. So, again, we don't know how many players are back or how many different players there are, but team to be certainly through most of the first half, they're pretty evenly matched.
Absolutely, in the 7-6 game. Folks, we're also very excited. We're now live streaming on all platforms at once. So we are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter or Periscope. Kind of the same thing, but it comes off on our Twitter page as well as on our website. We are live on all 3. You can catch anything that we now do clear across all our platforms.
1st and 10 at the 19. Wilson awaiting the snap. He's got it. Got time to throw. He throws into the end zone. Off the helmet of Fred Johnson. He's wide open in the end zone. Ball hit him in the helmet, and he couldn't haul it in, so it's an incomplete pass. Ball was there, Tom.
Absolutely it was, and you're going to see that open up, right? Now you have more guys in the box trying to stop the run. When you do that, it's going to open up for plays just like that. You got to come down with it, though, is what Coach is saying. You got to make that catch.
I'm wondering, this sounds very odd, but maybe the sun was a factor in that. It did hit him in the helmet. I couldn't tell, but
Could
anyway.
be. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
2nd and 10 from the 19 for St. Mary's, trailing by 1, 2:12 to go in the first half. Wilson at quarterback. Back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's caught by Lewis. Lewis still on his feet and into the end zone for the touchdown. And St. Mary's takes the lead 12-7. So the Lancers strike via the air. Wilson to Lewis for 19 yards and the touchdown. So they've scored twice, both times on pass plays. Now we'll see if they're going to go for 2 again, which it looks like they're going to, and they are.
Even though both were pass plays, it was the run that set up those pass plays, which was the key to success for St. Mary's on that drive.
Nice run after the catch there, too. And there's the run right up the middle, and he's stopped. That was manual, stopped short, so the score will stay 12-7 in favor of St. Mary's with 2:04 to play in the second quarter. Good drive there by the Lancers.
Big stop by Aiden McGills is who that was. 6'2", 290 player for Bishop Timon. Does a great job in the middle there as he makes that stop to stop the 2-point conversion and still gives his team the ability right there in a 7-12 game to be able to score and still have a lead with the score.
Did I hear you say that right? 6'2", 290? That's one big young man.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, we've seen a lot of players on the on that Bishop Timon side that's got some size to them, but a great tackle that he had right up the middle there.
So now St. Mary's will kick it off, and Timon will. It seems like it's been a long time since Timon had the football. They took some time off the clock with that drive.
But with 2:04 still left in the half, we've seen Timon already with the quick no-huddle offense. They've got the ability to go do this and still make something happen for them to be able to try to score before halftime.
Jeff Pilarski is back deep to return the kick from Noah Renkes. And the kick will be taken by Pilarski at about the 22. Looking to get behind his blockers, and he'll be stopped at about the 36-yard line. When he caught that, it looked just for a second like he might want to throw a pass to the near side. You never know what kind of trick plays these coaches are going to pull out of their pockets. So it'll be 1st and 10, Timon at their own 36-yard line, trailing 12-7 with 1:59 to go here in the second quarter. We'll see if they're going to put the ball in Anna Binette's hands. Then we got another timeout. This time it's taken by St. Mary's. And we'll see what they're going to be discussing.
You almost wondered if they wanted to see exactly what kind of set that Bishop Timon was going to come out in, get themselves ready, get themselves, with their play, with their right defense, their setup to be able to go against what Bishop Timon was going to bring out. So, but Bishop Timon, the same thing, like I said, can easily come out, change things up themselves. So let's see as we have coaches actually on display here going at each other to see who's going to come out differently right now with 1:59 left.
Well, the chess match is a big part of the fun, at least it is for me, to see how each coach approaches each different situation. And that's what makes it interesting. Matt Ard in his second year as the St. Mary's head coach, and Joe Licata in his 4th year over at Bishop Timon. Of course, Joe, great quarterback for Williamsville South, the University at Buffalo, and had a brief shot at the NFL, mostly with the Cincinnati Bengals, signed with the Bills and a couple other teams, but his best shot, I think, came with the Bengals. And he's the son of a coach, Gil Licata. Might have mentioned that before, too. Jaden Jennings awaits the snap. He's got it. He looks to throw. The lefty back to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ryan Silar. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 36-yard line. We'll see if they look for Meadows here like they almost did on the last series. They didn't. Maybe they could have or should have, but they didn't see him. We're sure St. Mary's did. Jennings gets the snap. He's going to throw it again. He'll throw to the near side. Caught! It looked like Ryan Silar caught the pass, but it looked like it was intended for a player about 3 yards in front of him.
It was Meadows. And I think Meadows went up for it, and then Silar didn't even realize it went through Meadows' hands and then right into his. But what a great job is he didn't realize he was going to catch it, be able to hang on to that pass still as he gets tackled.
3rd and 3. Here comes St. Mary's, and that's a mess on the line of scrimmage on both sides, and we'll see how they call that one. So St. Mary's says Timon moved, and we'll just wait for the officials to sort this one out. Honestly, I couldn't tell who moved first that time, but I did see a lot of movement on both sides of the line of scrimmage, I'll tell you that. So we'll see which way this officiating crew calls it here. And it's an offside. That one's going against St. Mary's. And the Lancers bench is not real thrilled with that call. And the worst part about that is that should be enough for a Timon first down, and it is. So that's the second time that St. Mary's has given Timon a first down by a penalty. Here's Jennings, throws to the near side, caught by Silar, and he's ridden out of bounds at about the 40-yard line by Hersey. So it's another first down for Timon. And that one was definitely thrown toward Ryan Silar.
And it comes up big, though. Hey, listen, and as other guys we said are going to need to step up right now, with Hoare out right now, other guys we're going to need to step up. Silar is one that's doing it right now. And with Silar doing this, does that open up the side for Meadows to be able to do something on the other side?
Or they could go back to Anna Binet, too, the running back. Haven't seen too much of him on this drive.
With 107, tough to run the ball, right? Not to say you can't, but tougher to run the ball.
I think they have one timeout left. Rolling to the far side and throwing on the run, and the pass is caught by Pilarski. Still on his feet all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It'll be first down Timon as the clock ticks. 50 seconds to play in the quarter.
Great job by Jennings as he rolls out, right? Finds the open man coming across. Great job right there by Jennings to be able to throw that pass on the run the way he did.
So the chain gang moves all the way down to the 13-yard line. The clock is stopped, and I thought maybe somebody called timeout, but then the players ran up to the line of scrimmage, and now they're stopped again, and the clock is still not running. Let's see what the referee will signal to us. Timeout St. Mary's. 57 seconds. So they're going to put time back on the clock. It'll be 57 seconds left in the first half. And Timon in great shape here to change the score. They trail 12-7. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the St. Mary's 13-yard line.
Which talks about what we said just as that stop happened on the 2-point conversion, how that was huge because with 2 minutes still left, Timon could come down and score, convert or not, and still get themselves a lead going into halftime, and the momentum switches and comes back in your favor.
So we'll see what happens here as both teams huddle around their coaching staffs as awaiting instructions on how they want to play this. St. Mary's heads back out onto the field, waiting for the Tigers offense to come back out.
A little cool today, but I'll tell you, it feels like football weather still. It really does, right? I mean, it's
that's very true.
It's that 40-degree mark, right? It was 40, 45 degrees in there, sun's out. It is football weather, I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, I walked 5.3 miles this morning, according to my phone. It was a beautiful day to walk. Jennings awaits the snap at the 13-yard line. And he's going to roll to the left. He'll throw into the end zone, incomplete.
Just a little too high for Pilarski right there, right? Just a little too high. Is another roll out there by Jennings. And Jennings showed that he can throw on the run. For a second there, I thought he was going to keep it. It looked like he had a lane possibly open that he could have went for the run, but decides to pass it and just throws it a little too high out of his reach.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 50.8 seconds left in the quarter. Still on the 13-yard line. There's the handoff to Anna Binet. And he's brought down. Maybe he lost a yard, didn't get very much. And that'll bring up 3rd down, and that clock is ticking.
Tommy Vaccaro there with the big tackle.
And then we'll have another timeout on the field. Timon will take what's got to be its 3rd and final timeout. So Joe Licata will come out and discuss with his offense what he wants him to do.
St. Mary's been doing a great job stopping the run. I'll tell you, that has been a strength for that defense today, is to stop the run. And right now, the difference in this drive is the rollout by Jennings with a long throw by Jennings. That's been the difference. So you've seen as he's rolled out, there's been guys wide open there and almost had somebody in the end zone. Do you see some sort of rollout play here by Tymon to try to make something happen?
I'm going to guess you're probably right. And Jennings has mostly, if I'm not mistaken, when he's rolled out, he's come to the left side. Of course, he's a left-handed thrower, so that would certainly make sense to do that.
Which does throw teams off because you're not used to the left-hand quarterback. You're used to mainly seeing a lot of right-handed guys. Not that we don't, I get it. But that is a strength when you've got a guy out there that is different, that is doing something different and be able to be as successful as he's been.
Jim Zorn, left-handed quarterback for Seattle, and I believe Tua Tagovailoa from the Dolphins is also
there you
a
go.
lefty.
Yep, Tua, absolutely.
Just had to throw that out there. It does change things a little bit because, as Tom said, you're not used to seeing the lefty. So here we go. 3rd and 10 from the 13 for Timon. And rolling to the left, there goes Jennings. He throws into the end zone, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Good defense there by Manuel as he gets in the backfield and actually makes Jennings probably throw that ball a little quicker than he wanted to. But you actually see Manuel step up and become huge on defense. We've seen him be big on the offense. Well, guess what? Here's a two-way player making it happen the other way.
Now it's 4th and 10 from the 13, so they can still get a 1st down. Jennings gets the snap, throws over the middle, and it's too high and incomplete. Intended for Pilarski, and St. Mary's will take over on down. So Timon comes up empty on that drive. The Lancers get the ball back with 28.7 seconds at their own 13-yard line.
So again, we've seen St. Mary's come up big on the run, right? But 28 seconds will we see a lot of running on here, or will we see them try to go to the air and try to make something happen in the air right here?
I'm going to guess this end of the field, they're just going to try and run it. And
yeah, could be.
Run out the clock. But you're right, they could. And, you mentioned before the quarterback, Jaden Wilson, can run too. And he did have a huge run taken back by a penalty, wiped out by a penalty. So Wilson awaits the snap. Now he's got it, and he'll hand it off to the running back, Manuel, and he'll plow forward for some tough yardage, and he's eventually thrown back. Not much there, but it does work on the clock. We're less than 20 seconds left in the first half. And St. Mary's will be in no rush to get a playoff here. You can hear the fans clapping a little bit. Nice to hear from the fans. And that is going to bring the first half to a close. So at halftime at Depew High School, the season opener for both teams, it is St. Mary's 12 and Bishop Timon 7. Tom Prince and I will be back with the second half shortly.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, You calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
.300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do. Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
.300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf, that's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Welcome back to Depew High School as we get set for the start of the second half of the high school football opener. It's a Monsignor Martin League game between St. Mary's of Lancaster and the Tigers of Bishop Timon. Tymon scored first to take a 7-0 lead. St. Mary's rallied to make it 7-6, and the Lancers went ahead with a touchdown pass in the second quarter. Both times St. Mary's went for two, and they were unable to convert. So we don't have any statistics here. It's kind of an unusual year because of COVID. St. Mary's scored both their touchdowns on passing plays, and I'm pretty sure, got to remember now, Timon also scored on a passing play. I saw Kyle Orr's dad at halftime, and I don't think he'll be returning to the game. His dad was saying some kind of perhaps high ankle sprain, so I don't think Kyle will be coming back into the game, unfortunately. You just hate to see that. So 15 seconds to go before the second half gets underway. I believe St. Mary's will kick off to Timon. Timon won the toss for the opener and deferred, as is the rage now throughout football, is deferring, and obviously the hope is you get the ball at the end of the first half and score and get it again to start at the second half. So Noah Renkus will kick off for St. Mary's, and among those back deep for Timon is Sean McCarthy, and I believe that's also Jeff Pilarski. So it's 12-7 St. Mary's. There's the kick, and the second half is underway. It's a short kick taken at about the 35-yard line. And number 25, Damaris Petaway, will return that, and Timon will take over 1st and 10 at about, see exactly where they spotted it, about their own 35-yard line. Stu Boyer and Tom Prince from Depew High School today. We're bathed in sunshine right now. It'll be 1st and 10 Timon at their own 35 as we get this second half started. Timon in the green jerseys with the white pants, and St. Mary's in the blue jerseys, and the quarterback is going to run it himself. It's a change at quarterback. That's number 34, Makari Inabonet, who took the snap. That was the old direct snap
The Wildcat.
Yeah, oh, that's it. I remember the Wildcat. That was a rage for about a quarter of a season, was it, till they figured it all out? Let's see if Jennings will go back and start taking snaps. He was kind of split out wide that time.
See that by Hill down in New Orleans still. They like to run that with him.
Wonder if he's going to be their starting quarterback now, Taysom Hill. And here's another running play. Burnett again with the ball, trying to navigate some running room behind the line of scrimmage, and he does a great job to get about 8 or 9 yards there. St. Mary's kind of had him hemmed in a little bit, but he was able to shimmy and shake for a good 8 or 9 yards there. Good run.
Yeah, it turned something out of nothing is what he did there. Really made something happen as he gives it now Timon a short 3-1 right now to try to convert here.
So Jennings will go under center, and he'll take it himself. And he's got the first down. First down for Timon. That's the first time either quarterback has taken a snap from under center today. That's how much the sport has changed over the years. My guess is, if I remember correctly, way back when I was in high school, you never saw a quarterback take a snap in the shotgun. They were always under center. So it's 1st and 10, Timon at the St. Mary at their own 47-yard line. Jennings will hand it off to Burnett, and he's got some running room. He's got a first down and then some, still on his feet. And he gets all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain there.
He ran so hard he ran out of his shoe right there is what he did.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Great run there by Burnett.
He has been something so far in this second half, showing, wait a second, we can run the ball too. Watch as he's been going straight up the gut. He's been getting his up the middle versus going out to the edges. He's been getting everything right up the middle right now.
Kind of what you predicted in the first half. We were going to see some of that. And we got a whistle. Man in motion. That's Meadows. And a penalty flag is thrown, and that's illegal procedure on Bishop Timon, so they'll back up 5 yards. So, and now it'll become 1st and 15 at the 39-yard line. Jennings, he'll throw, and it's incomplete. At about the 30-yard line, intended for Ryan Sillar. So it'll become 2nd and 15.
I think they were saying Ryan Seiler.
Seiler. That's what I was saying in the first half, and then sorry about that, Ryan. We'll call that early season jitters on our part. How's that? And there's the handoff to Burnett, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play by St. Mary's. Wow, a loss on the play.
And again, to the edge. See how that one went to the edge? St. Mary makes the big stop. Where he was being effective so far in the second quarter was straight up the middle, going right up the gut, trying to make something happen that way.
Well, the Lancers sniffed that one out. And it's a 6-yard loss. So it's now 3rd and 21 at the 45-yard line. 2 men in motion. And the ball is dropped, but then Jennings picks it up, throws down the middle, way overthrown, incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Intended for our man, Seiler. We're going to call him our man because we weren't 100% certain on the pronunciation because we don't play favorites here. So an incomplete pass brings up 4th and 21 for Timon at the 45-yard line. 8:42 to go in the third quarter, still 12-7 St. Mary's. Jennings will take a step back, and he'll do the pooch punt. It'll bounce and roll down inside the 15-yard line where St. Mary's will have the ball, 1st and 10. That's the second time we've seen the pooch punt by Timon. So St. Mary's a big defensive stand there, preventing Timon from The St. Mary's defense giving up the one touchdown, and other than that, they've been terrific.
Yeah, really have been. We also wanted to say one other name I guess we were off on. I apologize. This was me. 59, Aiden Miles is who it is, the 6'2", 290-pounder that is. Made a big tackle earlier. Aiden apologizes. We got a name straightened out there also.
Thanks for a little help from Ron Bertovich from Timon. He's the one who texted me. And there's a handoff and a running play, and not really going anywhere is Jaquan Manuel. The Timon defense stiffening that time and saying, "You're not going anywhere here, pal." They tried to run right up the middle, and a lot of guys in white shirts said, "Not this time, not happening."
Yeah, it looks like Anna Bennett was the one who it was the lead there. Anna Bennett is the one who was the first one in on the tackle. I'll tell you. What we talk about is what were we going to see from Bishop Timon coming out of the half against the run? That's how to come out and make a statement against the run is the first play right there.
So a 1-yard loss will make it 2nd and 11 from the 13-yard line. Wilson's still in the shotgun. And he'll turn around and hand it off, and breaking tackles, and Christian Lewis getting all the way out to about the 30-yard line for a first down. Looked like he got yanked too, and there's an injured player on the field. A St. Mary's of Lancaster lineman. That was a great run by Lewis. It looked at one point like someone almost got him by the face mask. And let's just see, that might be 75, Cam Bush. Matthew Dirtle, number 78, is the player who's down at about the 35-yard line for St. Mary's, and hopefully he will get up and be able to rejoin the game. Looks like Stefan Vukas ran out to the field, number 70.
Oh, yeah, he looks good. He's just
All
ran
right,
off.
yep, he's Drudle's back up, so that's a very good sign. He'll come out hopefully for a play and then be able to resume. It's now 1st and 10, St. Mary's at their own, or Bishop Timon rather. St. Mary's at their own 30-yard line. I confused myself.
But St. Mary's, the three-prong effect, really running the ball today, doing a great job. And now what they do is Lewis comes up big on that one as he goes right up the middle and makes a big play happen.
1st and 10 from the 30 for the Lancers. Wilson out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself at the 30, out to about the 35 and the 36 before he's finally shoved back by a host of tacklers from Timon. So a good gain there on first down will make it 2nd and 4 for St. Mary's.
But a good job. I mean, St. Mary's with the lead, right? Keep running the ball. Keep making the clock in your favor. Keep taking as much time off. You definitely need a big score here. We haven't seen them not kicking the ball. They're going to have to put more points up on the board by getting in the end zone.
They missed 2 two-point conversions. It's 12-7 St. Mary's over Timon. They've been running the ball here in the second half, and you know they can throw it. Here's Wilson, and it's another run play. And going nowhere fast there is Jaquan Manuel. He might have been tackled for a loss of maybe a yard, but we'll see how they call that one. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for St. Mary's.
But right now, St. Mary's running the ball. They're ultimately saying, stop us from running the ball, or we're going to keep running it. We're going to keep going with the run, with the 3 different guys being able to run the ball, and with one of those guys being Wilson is being able to run it.
Here's the 3rd and 4 play. Wilson, and he's going to run it himself on the far side. He's got a little running room, turns the corner, he's got the first down, and is out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, so St. Mary's will keep the drive alive. 5:56 to play in the third quarter, and St. Mary's leading this one 12-7. And you'll see the chains move on the far side.
And eating a ton of time off the clock here in the third quarter.
You can, as you were saying, the St. Mary's offensive line beginning to assert themselves a little bit here. Wilson will roll to the right, throw it. It's caught on the near side by Manuel, and he's out to about the 50-yard line. So, and let's see, he's a little slow to get up. And Wilson
looks
comes
like it's
over
a
to talk
cramp.
to him. Yeah, something happened there. Manuel down at about the 50-yard line waiting for the trainer, and the trainer has arrived to talk to him.
I liked how he put his legs up and slapped them together. That's why I was optimistic about him getting up right there.
And hopefully he will, and hopefully he'll be fine. But right now, he's down on the field.
But, Stu, you almost are starting to get the feel is could this running game that you're seeing set up that big play for St. Mary's, right? The minute as you start seeing Bishop Tymon start stacking the box, putting more people in the box to stop the run, is that going to open up for that big play for St. Mary's to look for something deep?
And you also, since Timon hasn't scored since early in the first quarter, another St. Mary's touchdown here, and Timon could be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Especially,
Came very close though at the end of the half there. Got
They
down in there, but St. Mary's came up with some big stops defensively to stop them from getting in the end zone.
and that had to feel good going into not the locker room, but going into halftime, having a big defensive stand. Jaquan Emmanuel, I believe, still down on the field at the 50-yard line. He's right on the 50 with the trainer. And we're just hoping that he's just a cramp and can get back up and resume play, but we'll see. Trainer still talking to him, and there's Coach Matt Ard going out to talk to him, and now he's standing up, and you can hear some applause from the crowd and the team. Not a huge crowd. It's 2 per parent, like everywhere else, and Manuel walks off toward the St. Mary's bench. So he
And
seems
Stu,
to be walking fine.
I also want to throw out a thank you, or probably on behalf of St. Mary's here, as Depew allowing them to be able to host this game here at Depew, so they were able to play on turf and not grass. I think that was huge. Thank you, Depew, for having us here, allowing us to be able to call the game at the same time. I think you're going to see a lot of that in Western New York, a lot of sharing of fields.
2nd and 6. There's a handoff to Lewis. Lewis at the 50 and brought down at about the Tymon 48-yard line where it'll be 3rd down. Yeah, that's a great point, Tom. And if something good can come out of the pandemic, if fields need to be shared, then by all means let them be shared. So, yes, thank you to Depew and whatever other schools find ways to cooperate with each other so that the young men and women playing their sports get all their games in, or as many as possible in this crazy COVID time. 3rd and 4 from the 49, 4:50 to go. 3rd quarter, St. Mary's up 12-7. Lancers with the ball at the Timon 49. And there's a handoff, and Lewis is smothered. He'll get a yard, but that was a hard-earned yard. And it'll bring up a 4th down for St. Mary's.
We see the sharing of the fields happen a lot during the baseball season is what we do, especially because there are teams that have grass fields and they have to get enough games in to be able to qualify for the sectional tournament. And again, I think we'll see the same thing happen because of a shortened, condensed season in the baseball field, and rain's going to happen. The weather elements we're going to need to be on the sharing of fields.
4th and 3 for St. Mary's at the Timon 48. Wilson gets the snap, rolls to the right. He's going to run himself. He's got the 1st down and then some, tiptoeing down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Jaden Wilson, 48 yards, and St. Mary's takes an 18-7 lead. Great run there. And as you said earlier, we're going to see more of the quarterback running. You called that one. Good call, Tom.
And I'll tell you what has been effective in this quarter is the way that St. Mary's ran the ball and has taken as much time off the clock as they did to be able to help them out, because now you've made it into a 2-score game right now that time is going to have to figure out how to score twice.
So once again, St. Mary's will try to go for 2. And they've been unsuccessful on their first 2 two-point tries, and we'll see how this one plays out. Wilson He's going to run it himself, coming to the near side, and he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and it is 20-7 St. Mary's with 3:53 to play here in the third quarter. A time-consuming drive and an impressive run by Jaden Wilson, the quarterback, for the touchdown.
But we said at halftime, Timon was going to need to come out and figure out how to stop the run. And right now, that is proven to be even more critical. With as much time has come off the clock, you know St. Mary's is now going to come out and do the same exact thing when they get the ball. Timon's going to have to stop the run and figure out how to do it very quickly.
Well, the Tigers need an answer here. This cannot be a 3-and-out for Timon. They need a drive and they need points, or quick points. Either way, it's the points that they need.
Well, I don't even know if it needs to be quick. I mean, there's still a whole fourth quarter and 3:53 left, right? You could take time off the clock, make this a one-possession game or a one-score game, and when you do that, then your defense has got to step up, because if you could come out then and make that big defensive stance after you've taken time off the clock and scored, now momentum can come in your favor, and then you have a stop, and then you know what you can do offensively to make something happen.
Noah Renkus set to kick off for St. Mary's. The Timon deep men at about their own 24-yard line. 20-7 St. Mary's, 3:53 to play in the third quarter. The Lancers just scored on a 48-yard touchdown run by Jaden Wilson, and then he took it in for the 2-point conversion. And Renkus will put his foot on the ball and boom it. It's taken it about the 25 and on the far side and being knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line is Sean McCarthy for Timon. So Timon will get good field position. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Are they going to spot that at exactly at the 40? Let's see where they put the ball down. Maybe at the 40.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you call on the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project.
There's the snap to Wilson. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Trevor Sheehan for 6 in St. Mary's goes up 32-7 here in the fourth quarter. So much for our theory about them running the ball. They stepped back and threw it over the middle for the touchdown, an 18-yard pass play. Little bit of a surprise to see him throw it, but it worked. And now they'll go for 2 again. So St. Mary's exploding here in the second half. It was 12-7 at halftime. There's the handoff, and Manuel is stopped well short of the goal line, so the score will stay 32-7. So Tymon has to find a way to get 25 points with 9:45 left here in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's, they had 12 points at halftime. That's 20 here in the second half. So now Timon will get the ball back, and they really need to do something with it. Pretty much mostly St. Mary's today. Timon scored first, and since then, now that I think about it, St. Mary's has rattled off 32 straight points, so I would say it's pretty much all Lancers.
And it's been the three-pronged running attack by St. Mary's that has led to everything. Because of the strong St. Mary's running game, it's opened up some of those big passes that we've seen happen, but it's been taking the time off the clock. It's been doing all the right things offensively because of them running the ball.
And, of course, they got a huge pick 6 from Christian Lewis to make it a 20-7 game earlier in this half. So there's the kickoff, and it'll be caught at about the 25-yard line and coming to the near side and being bumped out of bounds at about the 35-yard line is Sean McCarthy. And there's a lot of laundry on the field here. There's a flag at about the 45-yard line, and I think there's another one out there. Did someone just say 2 flags? There's another one on the 39-yard line. So 2 flags. We'll see which way this goes. Timon will still have the ball as they got it on a kickoff return. We'll see what the penalties are. As the officials will get together to discuss this, and they'll figure out where to spot the ball. And it's looks like an illegal hands to the face against Timon, and the Tigers are backing up. So when things go wrong, they all go wrong, and things are not going well for the Timon Tigers. They'll take the ball all the way back to the 25-yard line of the Tigers. They're in a big hole, trailing 32-7, 9:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, now they're going to bring the ball back out to the 30, so they had to apparently measure off both penalties. It'll be 1st and 10 for Timon there.
No, 1st and 5.
1st and 5, all right.
Oh, sorry. Okay, they just moved the chains.
And there's a handoff, and going nowhere fast is Inabanet. So he Mary's on top of that one, and he might even lost a yard or 2. See where they spot that ball. And lost a yard, so it's at the 29-yard line. Be 2nd down and 11. St. Mary is having all the answers today on both sides of the ball. Jaden Jennings. Tim Woods into the backfield. A little bit of a different formation there. Back to pass. And there's a throw deep downfield, knocked up in the air, incomplete. Looked like number 1 threw that one, and I don't have a number 1. Do you?
Well, not that you mean that deflected. It was 21. It was Alex Ellison again.
No. The quarterback. Was that number 1?
No, that was Jennings who threw that one.
Oh, that looked like there was a number 1 back there. All right. So my eyes are playing tricks on me here. That was Ellison again on the defense. That's the 2nd time he's made a big defensive play. It is Jennings. I don't know why I thought it was a number 1. Well, that'll bring up 3rd and 11 from their own 29-yard line. And here's Jennings again. And he's going to be brought down. The ball hits the turf, but I believe they're going to say he was already down. He's sacked for a big loss all the way back to about the 15-yard line, where it will be 4th and forever for Timon. Already down 32-7. So it's getting worse for the Tigers as the clock ticks away. They lost 10 yards on the sack. Big sack there by St. Mary's. They can pin their ears back and come after the quarterback when they know he's going to throw it, and that's exactly what they did.
I think that was Marcus Johnson, too, number 17 on the sack as he comes up big there.
And there's the pooch punt that'll be caught at the 45-yard line, and the play will be stopped.
Yep, his knee was down, which is what automatically stops a play in high school. The minute the knee touches, the play will stop, and his knee went down right there.
Will Lindstrom. But a great defensive stand by St. Mary's, and they've got great field position at the Tymon 44-yard line with 7:56 to play in the 4th quarter. So for Timon, Jennings obviously doubles as their punter and their quarterback. The Timon offense has had a tough day. Looked like they're going to have a pretty good day when they scored first, but since then, all St. Mary's. 1st and 10 for the Lancers at the Timon 44-yard line. Jaden Wilson remains the quarterback. Jaquan Manuel still the running back. And there's a handoff. And running hard is Manuel. Great run for a first down inside the 20-yard line.
We've
I think
talked
that
about
was Christian Lewis.
It was Lewis on that one. Yep.
Well, Lewis is had quite a day running the football on the pick 6. He's all the way down into the 30-yard line. Sorry, Tom. You were
No,
gonna say.
I was going to say is think about this, though. We talked about the size of Lewis and Manuel today, right? And as you're winning in the 4th quarter, you have any sort of lead, that strength on those big running backs becomes harder and harder to tackle those guys. And I'm going to tell you, this just shows how good this St. Mary's team could be this year with this running back attack. I'll tell you, these guys are tough, and there's no doubt they're showing it today.
And we're probably going to see a lot more of them. And that's Lewis with the ball, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Apparently he did not get out of bounds because the official was winding his arm as and the clock needs to keep on moving. We're under 7 minutes now. So it'll be 2nd down. And this is one of those situations where there's really nothing Timon can do. They've been unable to stop him here in the second half. And now not only the clock, but the fatigue sets in, and you probably have a pretty good idea your team's not going to win this game, and that wears on you psychologically. So 2nd and 3 from the 23 for St. Mary's.
But they have the coach that can make changes, that can do things that's going to help this team. Don't count Bishop Timon out yet.
No, not at all. And there's a handoff. And 17 will carry the football. That's Marcus Johnson. And he'll gain a few yards. See if they put up a 3 or a 1. It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and short for St. Mary's at the 20-yard line of Bishop Timon. And they will take their time in between plays here as they work the clock. Under 6 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 32-7 in favor of St. Mary's over Bishop Timon.
Yep, like you said, they're going to just take their time, and they're going to keep just taking as much time off this clock as they can with 21 yards to go to try to score again.
3rd and 1 from the 21. And here then Wilson in trouble. He's got him wide open in the end zone and almost intercepted. Wilson threw it on the run. It was a wobbly pass. There's a holding penalty coming up on St. Mary's, so it was an incomplete pass in the end zone. It was one of those plays that was almost intercepted and it was almost caught. No one could really get that close to the ball, and of course the holding penalty on St. Mary's. So it's an incomplete pass, And no doubt Timon will take the penalty here.
And the holding happened right in front of the ref, right there. It was literally right in front of the quarterback, right in front of the ref. No doubt that was going to get called right there.
So in other words, if you're going to commit a penalty, try not to do it right in front of the official, because he couldn't miss that one. And that's a big one. Yeah, it's going to back him up all the way to the 39-yard line. So it'll make it third down. Third and 19? Third and 19 for St. Mary's. Wilson gets the snap, hands it off to Johnson, who barrels up the middle, doing some really good running. He'll be stopped short of the first down, but a good run by Marcus Johnson there. And that, of course, will take some more time off the clock. We're under 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, 32-7 St. Mary's. This one will go most likely, and I'll still hedge my bets and say most likely in the St. Mary's win column.
No, I agree. But like I said, I think we're going to see Joe Licata make some changes for his team, know what he's got to do, and you're going to hear about them as the season goes along. He'll have this team ready to go and definitely be ready to play more games.
Wilson will hand it off, and a short gain there, short of the first down for St. Mary's. I believe that was Johnson again. It was Marcus Johnson, I think. And the Tymon Tigers will get the ball back. They turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, what a gorgeous day. One of the nicer fields here in Western New York is Depew. It's got an incredible complex. You know, we're also going to be talking about, I could see it from here. I could see that baseball field from here. One of the nicest baseball fields in Western New York. They did a fabulous job with their field.
I'm going to go look at that field when the game ends, because I have not seen the field itself. And Jennings throws, caught on the near side, and immediately after catching it, our man Seiler is brought down. And I'm calling him our man because we think we mispronounced his name in the first half. So 4:10 to play fourth quarter. 2nd and 8 for Timon at their own 26. They're trailing 32-7. So is that a turf field or is it grass?
All turf.
All turf.
They did a fabulous job with that turf field. Shout out to Dennis Crowley, the head coach of Depew.
There's a long pass down the far sideline, intercepted by St. Mary's. Picked off. And that is our man. And here I go with our man again, but that's Alex Ellison with another huge play, I believe.
Yep, and Ellison, you knew the way he's been playing defensively that it was going to happen eventually, and he gets his interception that he's come so close today. But a great job with him as a defensive back here today.
That is his third huge play of the game. The interception, and he knocked down a couple of passes that if he didn't knock them down, at least one of them was a touchdown for Timon. So St. Mary's gets the ball back. 3:49 to play, fourth quarter, 32-7. Lancers leading the Tigers of Bishop Timon. So it's been quite a day for St. Mary's, and it's turned into a long afternoon for the Tigers.
It looks like we're going to have some of the backup players come in right now to get their chance, as Lindstrom is going to come in at quarterback right now for St. Mary's.
And he bobbles the snap, picks it up, starts to run. He's brought down for a loss. So Coach Ard making some changes. Will Lindstrom is a sophomore, a quarterback and a safety, 5'7", 140. And great day, great opportunity, as you say, to get some of the kids who aren't starters or backups or young up-and-coming players into the game. So a loss of 5 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 15 from the Lancers' 35-yard line, and we'll see if Coach Ard gives Lindstrom a chance to put the ball in the air, which right now I don't think will happen, but it could. And there's a handoff to Johnson. Johnson, good hard running, but as he stopped after a gain of about 2 yards. And the clock continues to tick. So Alex Johnson getting a chance to carry the football. And he gained maybe 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 15 from the 35-yard line.
They used to do a very quick game today, too. You normally is early in the season, you don't see that because you see a lot of penalties thrown, and we really have not seen a ton of penalties today. Both teams doing a very good job of making sure fundamentally they've done the right things.
3rd and 15 from the 39. Lindstrom will hand it off and going nowhere. Great play by the Timon defense there. That was number 51, Tyler Jamison, stuffing the running back for no. It happened so fast I couldn't even see who the running back was that time. But so now there's a penalty, an illegal procedure on St. Mary's. So the offense will stay on the field, and they'll back it up 5 yards. It'll make it 3rd and 20 for the Lancers.
2:13 remaining in this one is, St. Mary's trying to walk out with the first win of the season. A great way to start things off. Folks, Western New York, this is a great way to kick things off as football is now alive here in Western New York.
And believe me, we are really happy to be able to say that. And believe me, we have enjoyed all the basketball, all the football, the soccer, the field hockey, everything. And now to add football to the mix is just tremendous. There's a short run, very little gain there. I believe that was Christian Lewis. And that will bring up 4th down and 21 with 1 minute and 35 seconds to play in the 4th quarter.
Stu, I've done swimming, I've done bowling, I've done field hockey, I've done soccer, right? And it is great to be back here and to be able to call a football game. There's no doubt about it. Am I excited? And I'm not only even excited as, to be able to call some games. I'll even get a chance to watch my youngest son get a chance to be able to get out there as he'll be playing JV for Orchard Park this season. And I'll get a chance to be able to see him play a little bit, and got to get excited as a dad here a little bit.
Absolutely. And that would be your youngest son, Luke.
Yep.
And he plays what position? He's a pitcher like his big brother?
Well, for football that we're going to be talking about here is he'll be playing defensive tackle, and he'll also probably be playing either tackle or guard on the offensive line too. So, hopefully maybe a future trench trophy type guy is what we'll be talking about in the future.
Now,
who knows?
Now, Luke's a baseball guy too, yes?
Yep, he'll play first base too for the baseball team, as he's a first baseman, for Orchard Park too on the JV team. He'll be on the JV side.
Right-handed or left-handed hitter or switch hitter?
All right, he's all right-handed.
All right,
yep.
right. A little power in the bat?
Well, he's a big kid, so we all know Luke is about 5'10", 5'11", 250. He's a bigger kid, and he can, hopefully we'll get a chance to see him do some stuff this year, get a chance to see a game or two. But first will be for us to be able to call as many games as we can in Western New York, as Western New York Athletics will be trying to cover as many football games as we can get to with different coverages and different teams that will be out there covering various games.
St. Mary's is going to punt it away. Noah Renkes comes out to punt. He's also their kickoff man. This might be his first punt of the day. And it'll be fielded at about the 50. And the ball is loose on the field, recovered by St. Mary's after it was muffed by Jennings. And St. Mary's will take over with 58.4 seconds left in the game. So another thing that has gone wrong for Bishop Timon right there. And St. Mary's will get the ball, and they will no doubt run out the clock. Already up 32-7. And now we can go from just about in the win column to put this one in the win column.
Yeah, with
for
50
St. Mary's.
seconds left. Yep,
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But a big win for St. Mary's. No doubt, watch out for this team this season. I love the running backs that they have here. They can run the ball with strong running backs. They'll go up the middle. They can go out to the side. They have strength. They have speed. They have what it takes to be successful this season.
And a really strong defense.
Yep.
Lewis and Ellison, there's the kneel down by Wilson, or by Lindstrom, I guess. Nope, looks like the bigger young man is in the game, and believe that's Wilson. It is. It is. Number 5 is back in the game. So Lindstrom got a couple of snaps, got a little taste of varsity football. We're under 40 seconds. No one in any hurry to snap the ball. Now we're under 30 seconds. The ball is snapped. Wilson didn't see it. It's on the ground, and there's a kneel down and an alert play by Jaquan Manuel. And that's going to do it. That will do it. So the first football game of the season comes to an end. The final score, St. Mary's of Lancaster 32, Bishop Timon 7. For Tom Prince, I'm Stu Boyer. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.